Elliott, Dan Weiss, and TJ Ford with us as well. Here the starting questionable coming in. Chris Paul, Steph Castle, Vassell, the guards.
Remarkable.
For the Spurs, shot clock going down. The Spurs move it. Paul back to Castle, and he buries the three.
Oh, like I've been saying.
Got it back from Paul. Drives it, floats it, scores it.
Oh, I love the ball fall for you.
Giannis inside, and there's Wembanyama blocking.
Find the right angle off the glass.
Giannis, and another block. Back to back on the Bucks star. Vassell for two. Did a ton of that in the first game. Castle, dunk contest. Hello. A 9-2 start for the Spurs. Timeout, Milwaukee.
I love it. Our guys focus.
No subs by either team. Early timeout by Milwaukee after the 9-2 Spurs start. Make it 12. Paul a three. 샌안토니오 start. Great energy tonight. Castle out to Paul. One-handed pass. Barnes hits the three. 48% from the corners.
Yeah, I did every year.
Barnes. Oh, all the way. HB. It out. Spins down and dunks it. Headband, Keldon Johnson making his first appearance. Sticking with the headband. For Milwaukee as well. Keldon Johnson rising and scoring. KJ.
And he had to improvise.
The face, he's still down. Spurs back the other way. And Keldon hits the three.
Offense.
Johnson for the lead. Shot clock now at 5. Keldon Johnson has to hoist. And he put it down from New Brunswick. See if that can change here. Keldon Johnson, big part of that, big body, get out the way. So far 15-15, each team with the same number of rebounds. Sochan kicking it out. Keldon Johnson, another three.
I think our guys got the memo. Look for Keldon.
15 points off the bench already for Keldon and Chris Middleton. Trey Jones, Mr. Jones.
Family.
Keldon Johnson showing off for everybody. That continues. 17 points off the bench.
Funniest teammates ever. He and Dwayne Schittis. Boy, they can keep the locker room in stitches.
Trey Jones and one. Castle steps back on the big man. Drives it, fades it, and it scores it. Beautiful. Giannis with the head of steam.
That's
barrels
charge.
down, and it's a charge.
Yeah.
Here's Castle. Wembanyama got the three. Didn't matter if Giannis was there. Giannis' career high is 64. Keldon Johnson has got 20 points off the bench. It was 5 for 5 from the field. Make it 6 for 6. The jinx.
Chris Middleton that makes the Bucks so dangerous.
The NBA champion Chris Middleton and Wembanyama.
In this half.
Yep. He's gone at the Spurs defense, but Wembanyama was right there. High screen from Wemby. They trap it. Ball on the ground. Wemby back to Vassell. A bit short. So at the end of the first half, Milwaukee 1-point lead, 71-70. But Wemby's got 12 points. Keldon Johnson has 20 on 8 of 12. Finds Paul. Point guard to point guard. CP. The opposite of what he did in that first game against Milwaukee. Castle for three. Snapping the net.
How about the guard
Season. He's got 17 points.
Yeah. Just want him to get on court.
Castle from Castle Hills.
To start off the second half.
샌antonio forces the turnover.
And another three.
Wemby. À 3 points. C'est dit quoi?
I keep the every single time he has the ball.
Wembanyama, the floater. Nobody puts back his own miss.
I think he was trying to sidestep Victor. Didn't create a lot of space. I thought he was going to get to that one.
Paul.
A lot of those little bunnies at the rim.
Nice find from Paul. Castle saves the handle. Wemby does the same thing. Shot clock at 5. Has to throw it up. And he banked it in! Como se va! Here, shot clock at 5. Vassell driving with authority and scoring. Driving strong. Wembanyama right there. Lillard high off the glass.
Pretty close. That ball looked like it was on its way up still.
Yep, Mitch Johnson. No.
It goes. That ball looked like it possibly came out.
Castle.
So the second one, it's just
Castle all the way. And Castle with speed, attacking.
with blocks.
I like how you're setting it up. Johnson turning the corner with speed, punishing the Bucks.
Because you just don't have the same visual when you're shooting the ball when the net's all messed up. Well, Trey fixes it.
Fights with Giannis. And the Spurs win it. Champagny, a corner three. Out there. Wemby, 1 foot. Seifu, Victor. Down. 12 on the shot clock. Wemby. What a foul. Hero and Evan Mobley.
Over the Bucks can really put the ball in the basket. I'm gonna call this one the ATM. It's always open.
Shot clock at 6. Barnes, a 3.
Block.
When he was a New Jersey net.
Yeah.
Barnes, the handle and the finish. Keldon Johnson for 2. Timeout, Milwaukee. 샌안토니오 all over the Bucks.
Great decision by Jeremy Sochan to give it up to Keldon Johnson in the open court.
Swing it, Vassell, stick it.
I remember him missing 5 threes.
You may have gotten confused with Chris Middleton. Wemby, Castle, nice move. Into Wemby, punishing the rim.
And see Giannis, didn't want any part of that big dunk.
Lillard, step back 3, way off. Next whistle is Giannis, tripped up. And he does not like what Sochan did, or Castle. It's him and Castle now. Sochan, and the bench has to stay off the floor. Coaches are allowed on. That's been a change this year. They can be peacemakers. Matt Nielsen.
Reserves.
Yeah, well, it wasn't Sochan. Maybe made other teams think that they could get there if they're lower in the standings. Sissoko, ball movement. There's Mamu. Wesley, Mamu for the jam.
In the full candidate.
Watch out, Malachi Branham for 3. And the Spurs get a much-needed win. They get the payback against Milwaukee. Put up a season high, 144 points. Beating.
It's really hard to find fault with this victory.
We're trying to talk to Chris right now, who had 12.